Hello, how are you? That is now the first question I ask myself every morning when I wake up. How am I? How am I feeling today? Am I feeling fine? Am I feeling okay? Am I feeling so? So this is a very important question you should ask yourself. That is the step one to cure your mental health journey. For today's topic, I want to talk about me getting out of depression. To be honest, I don't really think anybody can get out of depression 100%. I'm sure there are still some remainings of depression whatsoever, and that's okay. That's totally alright. It's also so don't worry about it. The main point is that you are trying your best every day, and it's just going to get better slowly. It's not a fast recovery, stage that you can come back from. So it's okay to take your time. But for me, let me share you a few things that I have done to come out of depression. I think I am now recovered for 80%. Sometimes there's still the remaining 20%. But like I said, it's okay. So I asked myself, why was I depressed? What is the first thing that got me depressed? It was actually me thinking about the future too much. I was overthinking too much, actually, about the future that I don't even know that's gonna come anytime soon yet. So if you are going to ask, okay, what were you overthinking about? I was overthinking about becoming a neuropsychiatrist. So a neuropsychiatrist is, first you have to become a psychiatrist, then it's a specialization area, or you're the specialized professional who focuses on the brain. So this future that I'm overthinking, it's 12 years down the road. Maybe 12 to 14 years, give and take, with some special trainings and some timelines. But normally it does take around 12 years to become a neuropsychiatrist. So, of course, I was worried because I mostly just was thinking about my age. I am now 28. So if I have to invest another 12 more years, I will be 40. So I was like, can I do it? 40? I'm going to be 40, So my other peers, my colleagues, my friends are already at a certain level already at that time. And for me, I'm just becoming somebody at that age, So these are the thoughts that were holding me back and making me overthink and just giving myself more trouble, and that I'm in a loophole, in a rabbit hole over and over again. So thinking a lot was the problem that got me depressed, number one. And then what made me, I think this is the same question, actually. It's the same case. Me overthinking the timeline that I'm not even there yet. So, yes, that was the problem. There was nobody really who got me depressed. It was myself that I got depressed. I don't have anybody to blame or anybody to say that it's because of them, it's because of her, because of him, both my husband and my mother is very supportive of me, whatever that I choose to decide to do in life. They're like, go for it, we believe in you, do it. So it's very encouraging to have people who you love and who loves you are supportive of your life goals, and it's truly a blessing. So if you're going to ask, so okay, how did you overcome this? Well, I'm sure you've heard of this, but that was a male, but I did what everybody was telling you, that it helps, and believe me, it does really help. And it is hard to start implementing these steps, but little by little, day by day, it will get better. So number 1, I did a lot of journaling. I also traveled to Atami. So Atami Beach, actually. I went to a beach that is in Shizuoka Prefecture, because from my place it takes around 3 hours. Actually, it would take around only 2 hours with Shinkansen, but Shinkansen is too expensive. So I just chose to go with a normal train that took around 3 hours, which is nice. It's a nice ride. I get to see the views. I get to reflect on myself while I was on the train. I was writing in my journal. I really feel. Literally, when I saw the sea on the horizon from the train, I started tearing up. I was like, I don't know, I get so emotional whenever I see the sea or the ocean, I don't know, I just think it's too beautiful. And I start thinking about how lucky am I to see these kind of beautiful sceneries and get to experience these serene moments, And I'm not saying that you have to travel somewhere to not get depressed. I'm just saying it does help broaden your mind and make you more humble. Not really more humble. It just brings you back to the present. It grounds you, actually. I think traveling grounds you. Even though you're going to different places, you're discovering different people, different places, different cultures too. So your mind doesn't have to be limited in one little box anymore of overthinking. So yeah. And so I traveled, I did journaling, and in journaling I did self-reflection. There are some journals out there that offers you guidelines for self-reflection questions, which is a great idea. I needed those too, but for me, I feel that I could really get back to myself when I am given the chance to write freely how I am feeling at the moment and not without guidelines. I can't be literally writing back and forth. Sometimes even, unrelated stories might come while I'm journaling too. So, but that's the freedom that I like to write in. So if there are too much guidelines, I just feel it's a little bit robotic for me. It helps, but for me, it just feels too restricted. So that's for me. But anybody who is writing, self-reflection, journaling, or who needs help with self-reflection questions, go ahead. You do you. I did meditation. Yes, meditation can be really hard for some people to get into too. I'm not saying that you have to sit in front of somewhere and literally sit there in silence and close your eyes and start to focus. Just meditation starts from being present, from being mindful, right? So while I was in Atami, I was focusing on myself to be in the present. I would be looking at the sea. I would be writing the beauty of the sea, how people are at that area, at that surroundings, how they're enjoying life, or how am I feeling about this moment right now. It's about the moment. It's about the present. So that's also meditation too. You don't always have to be closing your eyes and imagining about God or something that you have to focus on. But and later on my spare time, I would really try to meditate again and try to focus on one thing. I started with 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Now I can get up to 7 minutes if I am in the zone, so that's good too. Then finally, I was reading a book that is really helpful for me, that really helped me. It's called The Mountain Is You. And as you can see, there are many bookmarks, many highlight marks that I took notes of. It's really helpful. This book's main existence, well, the main purpose is actually, I'm not going to read the whole summary, so I'm just going to read some of the important ones. So this is a book about self-sabotage, why we do it, when we do it, and how to stop doing it for good. And in the end, it is not the mountain we master, but ourselves. So if you look this book at a glance, you think that you're going to learn some ways about how to climb the mountain, maybe in an easier way or in a faster way. But actually this mountain is you, like the title. It says, you are your own mountain, and you have to overcome yourself. So this is anybody who is feeling down right there, anybody who is feeling depressed or feeling worthless, or just not feeling good about yourself, I recommend you to read this book, because definitely this is a great book that anybody should have, and I recommend it 100%. And this book helped me 35% to maybe even 40% overcome my depression. And of course, having people who supports you no matter what, like I said, my mom and my husband. And finally, I got a proper moment that I think I discovered to get out of depression. So number one is that I got clarity. So how did I got clarity? I was thinking, okay, why am I overthinking a future that's not even there yet? I will just focus on myself. I am right now interested in psychology and neuroscience. Okay, I'll do that. I will self-study those subjects by myself. I will do my best. And I've been also studying online called Lecturio. So this is where they teach you all of the medical subjects. And I just want to see what this is all about, about the MCAT and everything. So I signed up to that website. I'm a member in there, and I'm now learning some lectures from there too, about psychiatry, about histology, about biochemistry, etc. There's a lot of subjects. I recommend you check it out. I don't remember the package deal, but I did sign up for 1 year. So, but it's a pretty good deal actually. I think it was around $100, maybe. I might be wrong, but yeah. Number 2, it's when after I got the clarity, I was like, okay, let's just do what I can do. I made a firm decision, and then I am now following up on that with my final step, which is consistency. I know it's hard to follow up and to have consistency. It's really hard, that's why we struggle to keep our success, and that's what differs between successful people and unsuccessful people, right? So it's simple. The more you practice, the more you're used to it, and then you can be top of anything. But people like me, most of the people don't want to put in that much of effort and don't have consistency. That is why we fall behind. So that's why I made a commitment to myself that at least 1 hour a day I will do one of the subjects. Doesn't matter whatever topic that is, I will commit myself to 1 hour. And these are the 3 main goals I decided to do, and 3 things that made me come out of depression, but also the 5 healing steps that I took, which is traveling, journaling. Journaling and self-reflection can be same, but also can be different. So self-reflection. Number 4 is meditation, and number 5 is reading. These are the 5 healers of mine to get out of depression. So anybody who is feeling lonely out there or depressed or feel like you can't do anything, know that you are lucky enough to be alive until today, that you have a roof over your head, you have clean clothes to wear, you have clean water to drink, you have, family who supports you, who loves you, and you're humble, you're just you. And I think then from that, step by step, you will slowly start your recovery journey, like I also did too. And I hope you really don't feel alone out there. I sincerely hope that, because know that you're not alone. Even if you are feeling alone, do talk to people who you love to, who don't give you negative energy, but who will listen to you. And if you need help, get help, all right? And I sincerely mean that. We all need help. We all need someone to talk to in some way. So please do that. And if you want, you can comment down below, subscribe, like this video. I'm not going to force anybody to subscribe to my channel, because I really am just filming these videos because of I know how it is to feel alone. I know. I have no siblings whatsoever. So I know the feeling of loneliness, and it can sometimes just consume you too much. So don't let that take over you, and know that my channel is out here to support you in any way possible. Let me know if it helps, and if you want to see more of these kind of videos, I'll be happy to do so, to help you in any way. So yeah, well, thank you for listening. It has gotten pretty long already than I hoped, but yeah, see you again next time when I make a video. Bye.